What is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is I want to talk about Radioshack. So you guys, I don't know how many people go to Radioshack these days. I'm sure there's still lots of people, but I believe it's not as many as it was. I would say maybe several years ago, like at least 7 years ago, because Radioshack is basically a store which is basically where you can buy accessories, items, gadgets. You can actually get, your next smartphone through certain carriers that are in Radioshack, like at&t, Virgin Mobile, whatever the carriers they carry over there. So basically, Radioshack is a store for basic items that you might need, like headphones or extra cables, Cat 6 cables or Ethernet cables, whatever you guys could think of for your technology or electrical needs. Then Radioshack is the store you probably would consider going, and probably go make a purchase from Radioshack. Well, unfortunately, for those of you that have given your information to Radioshack, whether it's your phone number, your email address, your address, whatever confidential information that you might have given Radioshack, apparently all that information got put up for auction. So there's another company who has this data, and Radioshack was trying to sell it. And what kind of benefit is this? I have no idea, but whatever it is, whatever they did with customers' information and sell it to a third party, you can't always assume it's a good thing, because chances are you give your phone number or email address to one place, it's going to go everywhere. That's probably one of the reasons why you get some spam emails, and then you get random emails from companies that you never even subscribe to, and then you have to hit the unsubscribe button inside the email itself. So Radioshack has been taking people's information and selling them. Link will be in the description below to read the article, because that's how I heard about this. And now there's a lawsuit going on against Radioshack, and at&t is going to support the lawsuit. Why are they doing that? Because they have customers who went through Radioshack to purchase smartphones under their network and using their phones on their network. Therefore, at&t is going to support this violation against Radioshack. So basically, Radioshack is in deep trouble right here, and I don't know how many of their stores have gone out of business, but I don't know. Radioshack, I feel like, is still in the game, at least in the market. But after this lawsuit, I don't know what can happen. Obviously, they can't go out of business right away, and I'm pretty sure Radioshack is still a strong business that's surviving right now. It's just not as popular as it was before, because now these days people are buying their stuff online, and they'll probably go to certain stores other than Radioshack, like maybe Best Buy, Target, Walmart, some of the most popular retail stores out there. I feel like Radioshack isn't as popular as it was back then, because now these days you don't hear too many people talk about Radioshack. And I've only heard of this again after seeing this article, that Radioshack was actually selling information, customers' confidential information, and what is that going to do for the customers? I have no idea, but I can tell you right now, you probably don't want that. Because the problem is, whenever we're required to give information, like let's say we go to a store or something and they ask you for your phone number, you give it to them. They ask for your email address, you give it to them, because you feel like they're trustworthy, and therefore just go ahead and give your information. But you never know if that information is going to be given somewhere else. Like you give it to point A, and then somehow it gets to point B without your permission. So that's one thing you really got to look out for. If you feel like the company is trustworthy and they know what they're doing, and they're not going to scam you for anything, go ahead and take the risk and give away your information. But at the same time, that might have happened to the Radioshack customers, and next thing you know, this whole thing of putting their data up for auction has just came out of nowhere. So they got a lawsuit going on right now, and what do I think about this? This is going to lead to security issues in terms of people's confidential data. And I don't know what kind of data Radio Shack asked for other than the phone number or the email address. There could be other things too that are, very important, and you really got to be careful with what you're giving out to these stores right here, because you never know. No matter how good the stores, I don't care if it's Best Buy, Walmart, Target, or whatever the case may be, Kmart, whatever store it is that's going to ask you for this information. Be careful of what you give. If they start asking you for information where it's really important and you really shouldn't be giving that out unless if it's for specific things, then just watch out and do not make a mistake. So what do you guys think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and also check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and take care.